Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Bolter, in my opening statement, and I presume you heard some of it, I mentioned the problems we had with getting the FAA to look into seat size as far as safety, and they went way over the congressional mandate. You're familiar with all that, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
It wasn't on your watch, though.
No.
Can you assure us that you will get a study, you'll look at the comments of the 26,000 comments that were pretty strongly concerned about seat size, and get some type of a resolution of that before you allow seats to be shrunk anymore?
Sir, you know, I heard your opening statement. I fly a lot myself. I'm not a small person. I understand the comfort level. You have my assurance that we will get through those comments, and we will look at next steps.
Well, can you assure me that you won't allow the airlines to reduce the size of the seats or the pitch until you have gone through the comments and maybe even done another study? Because the last study was obviously, it was failed from the beginning. Whoever came up with that, not having anybody over 60 and not having any people with disabilities and no pets on the plane and no children on the plane and no that was insane. That was not a representative sample.
So we have some ethical standards we have to meet with human subjects. Most evacuations do cause injuries, so any research around evacuations, we have to be very careful. We also looked at, we commissioned an aviation rulemaking committee that looked at 300 actual evacuations. So these are airplanes that evacuated, and in those 300, they looked at did the people get out, did seat pitch affect that? So we think with the study we did and the follow-on, looking at 300 actual evacuations, and we'll look through the comments, and then, sir, we'll go from there. I can't promise the seat size until which time we get through the data.
Concerning the Boeing situation, has the FAA started to go back to what it should have never given up, is that a review of the airplanes and not sub it out to the manufacturer?
We still have delegated oversight in every manufacturer in the country, but we've strengthened our oversight of those companies that have delegated authorities. We've created an office that reports directly to me, that writes the policy, looks at effectiveness of our delegation programs, and so we are not afraid to pull back those delegations if they're not done to our standards.
You feel comfortable with the situation of Boeing now?
I think it's a journey. As I said today, we can never sit still. I'm comfortable where we are today. We need to continue to improve. We have reset that relationship, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Hamady, were you at the NTSB when Jim Hall was there?
I was not, but he calls me often.
Good. So you know how interested he is, how smart he is, how
Yes.
outstanding he is.
He's phenomenal. Is he watching?
I hope so. Hi, Jim. No, I have no idea if he's watching, but he's been very insistent on this rule about the black boxes. Can you assure me that you will make Jim Hall and the flying public happy by getting some type of a change so that they don't have to go to the bottom of the ocean, but those things will float?
Sir, I don't have the authority to mandate that, but as the NTSB, we continue to work on that recommendation. It's critical. We issued a 2015 report on it. I will state that the recommendation to FAA currently is open unacceptable, so we will continue working with the FAA on trying to move them towards implementation.
Thank you. I yield back.